Today's devotion is taken from Proverbs 22. A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, and love and favor rather than silver and gold. The rich and poor meet together. The Lord is the maker of them all. A prudent man foreseeth the evil, and hideth himself, but the simple pass on, and are punished. By humility and the fear of the Lord are riches, and honor, and life. Thorns and snares are in the way of the froward. He that doth keep his soul shall be far from them. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. The rich ruleth over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender. He that soweth iniquity shall reap vanity, and the rod of his anger shall fail. He that hath a bountiful eye shall be blessed, for he giveth of his bread to the poor. Cast out the scorner, and contention shall go out. Yea, strife and reproach shall cease. He that loveth pureness of heart, for the grace of his lips, the king shall be his friend. The eyes of the Lord preserve knowledge, and he overthroweth the words of the transgressor. The slothful man saith, There is a lion without, I shall be slain in the streets. The mouth of strange women is a deep pit. He that is a bird of the Lord shall fall therein. Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction shall drive it far from him. He that oppresseth the poor to increase his riches, and he that giveth to the rich shall surely come to want. Bow down thine ear, and hear the words of the wise, and haply thine heart unto my knowledge. For it is a pleasant thing if thou keep them within thee. They shall withal be fitted in thy lips. That thy trust may be in the Lord, I have made known to thee this day, even to thee. Have not I written to thee excellent things in counsels and knowledge, that I might make thee known the certainty of the words of truth, that thou mightest answer the words of truth to them that send unto thee. Rob not the poor, because he is poor, neither oppress the afflicted in the gate. For the Lord will plead their cause, and spoil the soul of those that spoil them. Make no friendship with an angry man, and with a furious man thou shalt not go, lest thou learn his ways, and get a snare to thy soul. Be not thou one of them that strike hands, or of them that are sureties for debts. Be not thou one of them that strike hands, or of them that are sureties for debts. If thou hast nothing to pay, why should he take away thy bed from under thee? Remove not the ancient landmark which thy fathers have set. Seest thou a man diligent in his business, he shall stand before kings, he shall not stand before mean men. Praise God. Those are the words of King Solomon, Proverbs 22. And the commentary says about verse 29, I'll read again. Seest thou a man diligent in his business, he shall stand before kings, he shall not stand before mean men. God demands vigorous and earnest efforts. Put your highest powers into your effort. Call to your aid the most powerful motives you are learning. Endeavor to go to the bottom of everything you set your hand to. Never aim lower than to become competent in the matters which occupy you. Do not allow yourself to fall into the habit of being superficial and neglectful in your duties and studies. For your habits will strengthen, and you will become incapable of anything better. The mind naturally learns to be satisfied with that which requires little care and effort, and to be content with something cheap and inferior. There are young men and young women, depths of knowledge which you have never fathomed, and you are satisfied and proud of your superficial attainments. If you knew much more than you do now, you would be convinced that you know very little. God demands of you vigorous and earnest intellectual efforts, and with every determined effort, your powers will strengthen. Your work will then always be agreeable, because you will know that you are progressing. You can either become accustomed to slow, uncertain, irresolute movements, so much so that the work of your life will not be one half what it could be, or your eyes fixed upon God, and your soul strengthened by prayer. You can overcome a disgraceful slowness and a dislike for work, and train your mind to think rapidly and to put forth strong efforts at the proper time. If your highest motive is to labor for wages, you will never in any position be qualified to carry high responsibilities, never be fit to teach. Proverbs 22 is about wisdom regarding work and being a neighbor. And verse 11 reads, He that loveth pureness of heart, for the grace of his lips, the king shall be his friend. And the commentary says, It is not by arbitrary law or rule that the grace of character are developed. It is by the dwelling in the atmosphere of the pure and noble, the true, and wherever there is purity of heart and nobleness of character, it will be revealed in purity and nobleness of action and of speech. And this commentary is Ellen G. White's commentary. And this is Proverbs 22. I hope this was helpful and that we will meditate upon these words and go deeper in the word to see what the Lord is saying. By humility and the fear of the Lord are riches and honor and life. That's verse 4. By humility and the fear of the Lord are riches and honor and life. We have to be humble. The Lord loveth the humble, but he resisteth the proud. He will give grace to the humble, because when you're humble, you're teachable. When you're proud, you think you know it all, so the Lord has nothing to do with the proud. But when you're humble, then you're ready to learn. You're ready to receive of his table. You're like a child in his presence, and we are all children in the sight of God because we are his children. So let us meditate upon these words and become better men and women of the Lord, better soldiers of the cross. Thank you all for watching, and have a blessed day.